Good evening from Tokyo, Japan, and good morning to most of the attendees here. Welcome to EXO Wizards earnings call for the first quarter of the fiscal year ending March 2024. This is Koichi Kawai, Head of President's Office and Deputy Head of Corporate Management of EXO Wizards. With me on the call today are Makoto Haruta, Representative Director and President, Tomoaki Maekawa, Head of Corporate Management, and Koyama, Head of Investor Relations. After the market closed today in Japan time, we issued a press release with details regarding our first quarter results, as well as supplemental data sheets and FAQs to our results, both of which can be accessed on the IR section of our official website. Please note that this meeting is also being recorded and will be posted on our IR website at a later date. During today's call, we will make statements relating to our business that may be considered forward-looking. This statement reflects our views only as of today and should not be considered representative of our views as in any subsequent date. We disclaim any obligation to update any forward-looking statements or outlook. With that, I would like to introduce today's schedule. Today, Mr. Haruta and I will begin by explaining the financial results, growth strategy, and revised earnings forecast for about 30 minutes, followed by the presentation materials. After the presentation, we will have a Q&A session until 11 p.m. Japan time. Finally, at times in our prepared comments and response to your questions, we may discuss metrics that are incremental to our user presentation to give greater insights into dynamics of our business of our quarter results. Please be advised that we may or may not continue to provide this additional detail in the future. With that, let me turn the call over to Mr. Haruta, our founder and president, for his prepared remarks. Mr. Haruta.
Good morning to the US and Europe, and good evening to Japan and Asia attendees. I'm very excited to meet you again, the investors and analysts globally. This is Makoto Haruta, the founder and representative director of EXO Wizards. Today, we'll provide you with the earnings results for the first quarter of March 2024, as well as our strategy with generative AI. Also, I want to mention that we have revised our earnings forecast upward with 8.5 billion in revenue, which makes us 52% year-on-year growth rate, with 600 million yen EBITDA for the fiscal year ending March 2024. Looking back this first quarter with regard to the AI platform business, social implementation of AI model to large electric power industry, such as Kansai Electric and Chugoku Electric, and AI collaboration with major universities in Japan in software as medical device has been the achievement. Within AI products business, 30% growth has been achieved. In Japan, solving the social issue of productivity of Japanese enterprise is a huge issue we are facing with tremendous demand. With our accumulated AI asset and positioning to Enterprise Japan, along with our product capability, we are seeing a huge opportunity with enterprise SaaS model. I'm very excited with the current environment and looking forward to the upcoming quarter as well. Today, Kawai-san will explain the details of the presentation, and followed by his presentation, I'm open to answer any questions from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Haruta. And so for the first quarter, we believe that both sales and profit landed as originally anticipated, and sales were 1.32 billion yen, increase of 8.9% from the first quarter of previous year. And operating loss was 348 million yen. This was influenced by slight increase in cost. At the same period of the previous year was a loss of 237 million yen. In terms of corporate initiative, we have partially accounted for loss associated with liquidation of our subsidiary in India. On the other hand, we have made acquisition of a stadium, which was announced in late June. So for the first quarter, we have consolidated them into our balance sheet, and the profit and loss will be consolidated from the second quarter and onward. They are a profit-making company, and currently goodwill is just about 2.3 billion yen. And we will be discussing with our auditors on depreciating this over next 7 to 10 years. There are many points that can be understood from the material that we will follow, but I would like to focus on some key points. Regarding AI platform business and AI product business, we have a new segment standards. With the upcoming launch of Exabay Studio, we'll be closely monitoring it in the AI products business. And as a result, we have moved what was originally in the AI platform business to the AI product business. In reality, since sales has not been established yet, this is taking the form of some costs to the AI product side, but no material change will be in the number yet. Also, as a major revision, as we mentioned earlier, we have made Stadium as a subsidiary. So from the second quarter and onwards, we will incorporate Stadium's performance. In addition, we will launch new service related to generative AI, and we have revised our earnings forecast to a full-year sales of 8.5 billion yen and operating profit of negative 290 million yen, taking into account of other risk factors as well. As we plan to aggressively pursue M&A in the future, we would also like to show how much cash we can generate in the future. So we are announcing to you in terms of EBITDA going forward. And we're forecasting EBITDA to be positive of 600 million yen for this fiscal year end. In summary, over the first quarter, the AI platform business has recorded a large client's project loss in the third quarter of previous year, but we believe it is gradually recovering. In addition, we were able to successfully launch a product related to generative AI. So we are looking forward to the numbers from the second quarter and onwards. Also, as we mentioned earlier, we will be incorporating the M&A. So we would like to talk later about how we're thinking about the future as well. And skipping to page 7, that we have summarized the actual sales trend for the consolidated basis. As you can see, the number has steadily increased up about fourth quarter. And it is a character of our company that the first quarter tends to be about 80%, or maybe slightly lesser than 80% of the fourth quarter due to the seasonal factors. However, this time is slightly over 80%. So we believe that recovery is going well. We will discuss about this point later in the segments. So please turn over to page 12. The AI platform business and the AI product business are divided as two separate businesses, and we will explain the respective business results. But the product business in particular is growing steadily. While personnel cost and amortization expense has increased in the course of developing individual products, sales has been increasing steadily. Comparing the previous year to current year, the increase in SG&A expense for the AI products business is due to the reallocation of expense for Exabay Studio, as explained earlier, which has an impact of about 6 million yen. Other advertising expenses also increased slightly. In spite of this, sales has been growing steadily, and we will continue to work on increasing sales while making good use of advertising and promotion as well. And moving over to segment overview of the AIP trends. As for the AI platform business, it is gradually recovering. The result was 5.9% year-on-year growth, which may not be as strong as it could have been if we look at the growth alone. But the business is recovering from the impact of the downsizing of some large projects in the previous fiscal year. The current situation is in line with the budget at the beginning of the period, and the number of long-term customers was not declined, and instead it is steadily increasing. Our future challenge is to increase this long-term customer sales per company, which will increase our productivity, and this is where we want to promote as well. The number of customers is increasing steadily, and the accumulation of these customers will result in lower sales costs and higher productivity. Specific projects related to generative AI will be explained in the later section, but as we conduct POC on our feet, we are seeing an increasing number of projects that are based with the premise of AI implementation. And for instance, as Haruta-san mentioned, this is an example from the energy industry, such as Kansai Electric Power and Chugoku Electric Power. Both of them are very major electric company in Japan. And rather than carrying out a single POCs, these are the real example of providing AI model in the actual operation of the business, and business is being carried out by our capabilities. And also in the care med business, we're in the business of medical device called SAMD, software as medical devices. This is related to demand tier countermeasure in the area of care and urgent care, which we have been working on for a long time. And we're working with Osaka University on various efforts to obtain certification. And we're not talking about the distant world, but rather about immediate world in which AI being implemented. We believe that it is important for AI to be implemented to the real world society, and we would like to contribute to a better society by accumulating such cases. We believe it is important to promote a variety of projects, including these cases, while ensuring that they are reflected in the company's business performance. While carrying out these various projects, we would also like to value the relationship with our enterprise clients so that the company's performance will improve and develop as well together. And for AI products, this page shown here is a quarterly trend for the AI products business. The reason for the decline in the first quarter is that Kia with Hanasato was sold in the fourth quarter, and Hanasato license sales declined in the first quarter. This negative impact was significant. In addition, DX assessment and learning related to DX AI products, which will come out later, tends to inevitably accumulate in fourth quarter and sales to drop in the first quarter. This factor has led to a drop in the first quarter. However, on the comparison with previous first quarters for the past 4 years, the graph looks like this and showing steady accumulation. AI products can be broadly divided in social and DX, and each of them are performing very well. And for some example, in fact, the DIA, the Digital Innovator Assessment, has been taken by over 1,200 companies and more than 80,000 people, steadily accumulating data. And we're also trying to challenge the idea of having them take the assessment to see not only their evaluation, but also the level of activity and reflect into HR management as well, or to make it more generalized so that it can be used for recruiting as well. In order to raise the quality level of our product, we would like to promote the more general usage of this data in DIA, whose content has been revised in full compliance with the digital skill standards of Japan's METI, the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. Some interesting examples of actual use have emerged, and we would like to further promote this DIA by showing this example to corporate in Japan. And social AI is also expanding steadily. The company is determined for improving the situation in urgent care facilities and special area in which, without management reformation, employees may not be happy, and as a result, users of urgent care facilities may not be fully satisfied as well. Care was originally intended to support each of the tasks of running nursing home. When we break this down, we find that these are some other elements that are necessary for the insurance business, such as sales support, recruitment, HR support, accounting, and billing. And we would like to provide support for this as well. We would like to provide a solid support for these elements. And since a product will not become a product unless we build them one by one, we are currently discussing how we can commercialize those products together with leading business and urgent care facilities in this field. Some consulting support will be provided together with our partners. And in fact, as described here, we have formed a business alliance with Star Consulting, and we're developing better service for users while collaborating with Care Connect Japan for recording operations. Just some things that we may not ready to yet announce yet, but we are steadily preparing various things that will take shape, and we hope to announce them as soon as they are ready to. And we're making good progress in what we're trying to do under the current circumstance. The situation is progressing very well. And on the other hand, I would like to reiterate that our future strategy, by taking into account of strengthening products with that generative AI. As Haruta-san mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, we have revised our earnings forecast upward due to the consolidation of the stadium, and we will explain our future strategy in conjunction with the revision of this earnings forecast. On page 24, our director, Mr. Oue, is giving a seminar to the market environment for generative AI, and we would like to first inform everyone for the interesting result of the survey. As you can see, the level of the range from using ChatGPT on daily basis to using in the trial basis to not being interested at all. In aggregate, about 76% of the corporates has advanced to the level of using generative AI in their business operation. However, only 7% of the corporates are still using AI on their daily operations. The X-based generative AI has been launched since June this year, and is less than 2 months, the number of users has built at over 10,000 users, mainly from large enterprises in Japan. We would also like to explain the level of these 10,000 users. Since the use of generative AI is on the company-by-company basis, we first develop the system on the company-by-company basis, and then invite individual applicants to join our system. And when we consider the total number of employees of these corporates, which is the number of potential users of these corporates, the 10,000 users or the employees represents a mere 8% of the total number of employees. This is in fact in the level to the 7% of the daily users indicated in the early survey results. In this sense, it can be said that only about 8% of the total number of employees in the corporates are using this system. However, when we consider in terms of business expansion, we believe that 10,000 users at this stage means the potential for the future is very large and the white space here is huge. On the other hand, we have only just begun to understand why we are working on generative AI projects and what we are aiming for. Our goal is to review and reform the business process itself through the use of this generative AI, and then to improve the productivity of the enterprise as a whole. And this slide will be actually the most important page of this presentation. We would like to utilize generative AI to strongly promote business reformation and productive improvement in the large enterprise in Japan. To this end, we have accumulated lots of assets here. We have been accumulating business mainly with large enterprise here. And as of the end of fiscal year ending March 31, 2023, we had a business with more than 140 enterprise here. In this way, we have accumulated algorithms and assets in process of supporting utilization of AI in large corporates. In addition to these assets, the group companies such as Stadium, which provides sales support, and Xware, which provides system development support, have been added to the group as well. And we would like to combine these assets as a group to improve productivity from multiple perspectives rather than simply providing products. First of all, we have started offering product called X-based generative AI, as shown on the page center, and we have already received several challenges from customers as a direction for development of this product. For instance, some companies want to know how individual users are using the system, or they want to be able to use single sign-on. In addition, we have begun developing function that allows users to look up company regulation or other internal information by uploading and reading PDF document in the company using the generative AI. In addition, to simplify the use of AI, the templates for various tags are being prepared by us, and group management function is also planned to be added, as different departments within the corporate may want to do different things and use AI in different ways. In this way, the use of generative AI will change the way they do their daily work, and we are supporting all of these factors. In the future, we believe that the generative AI products we provide will be used as a portal service for the client companies. Although we provide such portal-like services as our products, we need our clients to actually use them on a daily basis. And therefore, we provide training program to solve questions about how to use those AI and how to use it in accordance with what they do in daily tasks. And we also offer services called X-based Sprint, which is designed to promote service development and business innovation together with customers. We would strongly like to eliminate the reason why our client cannot utilize AI. And we have received comments from clients that they have gained better understanding of AI through our actual implementation support. We would like to provide services that allows customers experience how to use AI and then move on to the main service as well, which is to work with consultants to identify individual issues and implement business transformation. We also want our clients to use AI products not only to solve the individual problems, but also to replace specific tasks, while such as using products to perform entire business process. Our product X-based IR Assistant is really a business replacement, something that can simplify investor relation work considerably. The idea was born out of the question, can't we focus more on investor communication or disclosure rather than preparing this over and over? We will continue to develop this offer with the assistant series in the future. And system development is an inevitable part of the business in reformation. We have received many inquiries, such as, is it possible to combine the generative AI with Azure, or is it possible to connect the core system? We believe that combination of our services, X-based Studio, and generative AI will be more effective. The meaning of in-house system development is that it allows us to respond more quickly by developing systems ourselves. And it allows even large corporates to take on challenge tasks as well. Productivity improves, and number of people and man-hours previously required are eliminated, allowing the employees who are in the charge to do more value-added, important, and creative works. We want to support this kind of situation. In order to promote such services, we will collaborate with our partners who have strong presence in the market to expand the sales of AI products. This includes using the capabilities of the newly acquired company called Stadium, which was for us to promote sales efforts. And the most important thing, however, is what we can produce. In order to increase the gear for the development with sales of AI products, including assistant series, we will spin off the company as announced this time and conduct it independently with a sense of speed. And also we want to bring attention to Xbase Studio more customer with our business alliance with NS Solutions. They are the global #1 seller of data robots, and they are the #1 not only in Japan but globally. We have been working with NS Solutions to see if we can use Studio to help more enterprise in this area. In addition, we're considering setting our generative AI services to NS Solutions clients as well. Also in Xbase IR Assistants, which is going to be officially introduced to the market in September, we have announced a partnership with Takara Printing last week. Takara Printing is a great partner that provides disclosure support system to 60% of the 4,000 Japanese listed enterprise and are planning to expand the sales through setting IR Assistant together. Their service, WizLab, is the system-based service for disclosure of annual and quarterly documents. We would like to promote disclosure tech together to create a better way for IR with them. We would like to collaborate with various partners, not only in IR, but also in other areas in the future. And Stadium is a company we have acquired most recently. Stadium's greatest strength is the digital solutions sales team. And they are able to hire young talent and turn them into competitive sales force at an early stage. And as a result, they are able to manage their organization to achieve high productivity. With this structure in place, they would like to be able to quickly systemize how to sell our service and quickly set up a sales team. This is what we find interesting. Also, by understanding their business deeper, it seems that they can provide various agency services, not limited to sales representation. It will be interesting to support and expand this area with a technology-driven manner. We have originally planned to have them sell our products, but after looking at their business and their potential, we think there may be other areas and growth that we could collaborate further. We would like to continue to do M&A that will not only expand our existing business, but also to expand new areas. And certainly, the separate company that I mentioned earlier, the EXA Enterprise AI will be spun off as a wholly owned subsidiary. The date of establishment is October 2nd. And in addition to expanding sales of the current EXA-based generative AI and IR Assistant, we would like to develop and operate aforementioned assistant series. For the time being, we will be also using employees as a secondment from our company. But in the future, we would like to actively hire the number of employees here. Our main goal is to create product culture in which these products are created and operated. In our cases, the AI platform business has inevitably become our core business, and we have built our business through joint effort with our clients. Such a part and developing and operating services at one's own risk may seem similar, but they are completely different. Although we have always developed this business internally, we think that we can enhance this culture of product by separating two at this time. Since we are still in the challenger's position, we decided to announce a spin-off as a possible solutions when considering a framework that would enable us to actively develop such system and culture. In fact, The new company will develop and expand sales, and will, of course, continue to work together with our head office as well, including sales cooperation, as it has created many points in contact with customers in the utilization of AI on Exabase, which was originally in place. We will continue to work together with the head office, including sales cooperation, of course, and we will do our best in second half of this year so that we can actively create and sell products. And with the comments mentioned earlier, we have revised earning forecast for the fiscal year ending March 31, 2024. Combining what we have mentioned, that we present the revised forecast as net sales of 8.5 billion yen, which makes us 52% year-on-year revenue growth, and operating income of negative 290 million yen, and EBITDA of 600 million yen, which is 8 times larger than last year's. And the factors behind the changes in the earnings forecast for the fiscal year ending March 24, and the scale of business investments. The increase in sales is mainly due to consolidation with Stadium, and the portion of the Exabase generative AI that was not included in the original forecast, and sudden sales risk during this period, which are expected to increase by 1.5 billion. We have received some inquiries, but we are doing business with Big Motor, one of the largest car dealer in Japan, through our group company Xware. Specifically, we're operating the company's core system. It is not our position to discuss Big Motor's situation here, but we think that it will be risky to include the full amount of potential revenue in our earnings forecast. So we're conservatively projecting an increase in sales of 1 billion yen here. In addition to this, there's a contribution to profit from the recent result of the lean system operation. In addition, we will continue to make upfront investment in new products while continuing to invest in existing products. As a result, the final profit is still slightly negative. However, based on the current growth and our current relationship with our enterprise clients, we believe that we must continue to strengthen our investment in products to ensure future product connectivity. The overall number are at the level presented here, but we will keep you informed of any further updates as they occur. Our products are being well accepted by our customers, but as mentioned earlier, we are still far from what we want to achieve with the current level. So we will continue to invest aggressively to give a shape to the goal. And last but not least, as we continue to work on this enterprise SaaS area, we need to mention that regular SMB SaaS and our enterprise SaaS has huge differentiation with the positions that we have elaborated in Japan, our access to large enterprise that would not allow us to spend huge spending on the promotion and advertisement. We understand the various business area, vertical, and what they do in the operation. With our knowledge of the consulting, AI implementation with AI engineers, and also many domain knowledge specialists here, we think our enterprise SaaS business model will be the interesting one for the investors as well. This is our update on the financial results. Thank you very much. This concludes the financial results briefing for the first quarter for the fiscal year ending March 24. We would like to have comments from our president, Mr. Haruta, as closing remarks.
Thank you very much for attending today's investor meet call. As you may have realized, there are many AI products and services that we want to introduce to the market and potential M&A as well to enhance our scalability. We are on track to achieve our goal for this fiscal year, and I'm very eager to speak with all of global investors. Again, thank you for attending today's call, and hope my passion, excitement, and commitment for our growth business and services with AI to solve social issues is shared with you. Thank you very much.